Hi everyone, how are you guys doing today? It's your girl Miriam, and yes, if you're coming across this channel for the first time, how are you doing? Do you have a YouTube channel? Please feel free to leave a comment, and I'll be more than happy to support you. Yes, on your channel. As most of you know me, I'm going to watch your videos, leave a comment, leave a genuine comment. Watch your videos, like, support, and of course, share your video as well. So if you're a content creator or a YouTuber, go ahead and leave a comment. Even if you're not one, go ahead and leave a comment. We're here to rub minds together. Let's have a chit chat. So today I'll be discussing a very, very, very important topic that a lot of people pretty much ignore for the most part. But this is hindering our progress. It's hindering our success. It's hindering us from getting to our highest potentials. It's hindering us from becoming the highest version of ourselves. You know what I mean? So today, can somebody just guess what the topic for today is? Today, I'll be talking about when to say no. Yes, when it's time for you to say no. How do you know when it's time for you to say no? Like no to certain things, no to abuses, no to um people taking you for granted, no to people that don't honor you, no to people who take advantage, undue advantage of you. Yes, no to the wrong clients. Yes, when it's time to say no, 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 like enough is enough. Yes. And yeah, okay. So don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know where you are watching from. Yes, I love to read from you guys, and I will definitely respond to all of the comments on my channel. Just in case you missed the grants, I made a video about grants. There are some ongoing grants at the moment, so please take advantage of the opportunity. Go ahead and watch my video. I just dropped a video on some grants that are available for content creators, business owners, and even people with ideas. Yes, just ideas. Yes, go ahead and check out my video on grants. And earlier today, I dropped a video on how to find inspiration, how to get creative, even when you have lost that ginger. So go ahead and watch my video. So today, I'm just going to be talking about this very, very, very important topic. So, the thing is, well, for those of you that are coming across me for the first time, welcome back to my Wednesday live stream series. Okay, so my name is Miriam Adekoju. I am a wife, a mom, a student, an entrepreneur, a fashion designer, and a YouTuber. Yes. I just wanted to quickly hop on real quick and discuss this very, very, very important topic. And one thing I want you guys to know is that it is important to be able to say no. Yes. So you feel empowered while still maintaining your relationships with other people. And the truth is, saying no helps you to establish healthy boundaries, and it enables others to have clarity about what they can expect from you. So you don't go about saying yes to everybody. Yes, you are not jollof rice. Yes, you are not there to make the whole world happy. So there's hi Windell. Oh, thank you for joining from UK. You guys are from UK. Blind guy, his wife. Oh, they are alive. Thank you so much for joining me today. You guys are not sleeping yet. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Kenny, Salad Master. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video. Like this video. Yes. Hi, Bibichi. Oh, sweetie, how are you? Ooh, you're in my heart, sis. I'm praying for you. It is well, Bibichi. Oh, thank you for joining. Thank you. So today I'll be discussing when to say no. When do you know you ought to say no to anything at all, like any situation that you find yourself in. And I'll be starting with my experience. Me, I love to share my experience with you guys on this channel. First and foremost, I remember when I was in the university when I was studying for my first degree. There was this guy I met. He was kind. He was really nice, and I love to express gratitude to people. When you are kind to me, I love to express gratitude. So there was a day, I think it got to him, sometimes people make it get to their heads. So there was a day we were going to a department, and we're in zoology, and we were going to botany microbiology, BOC, for those that attended Great Fair. So on our way there, I think I was taking my time walking, and then I heard, "Are you stupid? Can't you walk faster?" It was like a bomb hits me. It was like a time bomb. I was like, wait a minute, did somebody just call you stupid? And at that point, I just stopped there. I stopped there and I wasn't going anywhere again. Like, don't worry, you know what? You can go. Thank you. Thank you, Kenny Salad Master. And I'm like, don't worry, you can go. And he came back and started apologizing. I'm like, wait a minute. Did you conceive that before it came out of you? Like, you just called me stupid. Are you for real? Like, you're not even afraid. I was really crazy in school. I was like, are you serious right now? Ah, man, my face changed. He has never seen my face change like that before. And that was nothing like that will ever, it will never. Before it happens, he would, so when to say no. Some people tolerate insults and days, for so many times, for so long. You should not. You should know when to draw the boundaries. You should find out if is it a mistake, is it an error. So you should know when to say no to that abusive relationship. Oh, blind guy, his wife, their life, we're finally about to go to bed soon. Oh wow, watching while oil pulling. Oh, since I have to be quiet. Awesome. I know about that oil pulling. Somebody told me, one of my clients told me you have to like pull your teeth, right? That's oil pulling. I'm learning. Okay, so when to say no. Some people have actually been in a, somebody shared on social media recently. Yeah, we need to know when to draw. Yes, we need to know when to draw that boundary line. There was this lady that shared um her story with her boyfriend. They've been coupling for 15 years. They've been living together for 15 years, and they don't have kids yet. And she's really hoping that he would propose one day. And I'm just like, okay. And the guy tries to reassure her by saying, if we had had kids when we started dating, our kids would have been, our first child would have been 15 or maybe 14 or something. And she's still in it. She's still hanging on tight and hoping one day that he would propose. And it's kind of odd for me, especially as an African, as a Nigerian. We take the issue of marriage really serious, and we can't just see ourselves wasting our time with somebody, that, look, sometimes, in fact, most times, we see the red flags, we know, but most of the times we are not ready to tell ourselves the truth. We just keep hanging, especially ladies. We just keep hanging on tight, holding on. Thank you, mommy, for joining me today. Thank you so much, ma'am. Good job. Well, more grace. Amen. Thank you very much, ma'am. That's my mother-in-law, by the way. Thank you for Eshigoma, mommy. Eshigoma. Thank you for joining me today. So you need to know when to say no. So I'll be sharing a few tips, on how to know when to say no, because it's really very important. Sometimes you don't know when. You just keep taking it and taking it and taking it for so long, and it just becomes a part of you. And then you start losing yourself while making somebody else happy, or while filling somebody else's cup somehow. And like I said, you can't pour from an empty cup. If it's not serving you, if that relationship is not serving you, you are draining yourself continuously, because it's like pouring from an empty cup and draining the cup the more. That little energy, that little love that you should show to yourself, you're still giving it, and you're denying yourself of the love and care that you need, of the love that you deserve. Congratulations, sis. Collins Food Court. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to know what you are congratulating me for, but thank you all the same. So I'm going to be sharing a few tips on how to know when to say no. The first one is when it doesn't feel right. I shared my story about how the guy, back when I was in school, in university for my first degree, how the guy insulted me right in my face, and I just took a step back, and it was time to say no, like, put an end to it. Like, don't ever let it happen again. Like, was that an error? Was it a mistake? So know when to say no. So the first thing tip I shared is when it doesn't feel right. When it doesn't feel right, then you know, yes, this is a no-no for me. So when that feeling, when it doesn't go down well with you, it's time to say no and reject it. Like just put an end to it right there and then. So when it doesn't feel right, it is time to say no. And then when it also stops you from reaching your goals. And I'll be using this example again. For the lady who was engaged, I mean, not engaged, dating, not even engaged. She has been dating this guy for 15 years. And the truth is, she's hoping that one day this guy is gonna propose to her, you know. Yeah, thank you, blind guy. His wife, yeah, like yes, putting an end to things when you really know better. When you really know better is the only way to go. Absolutely, yes. And thank you so much for sharing that. Please feel free to leave your comments in the comments. I want to learn from you as well. This is supposed to be a chit chat session, an interactive session. And no, I got monetized since last year. So this is just a way to support people, like give back pretty much. So everybody that comments on this, I would go back, check your channel, and watch your videos, leave a genuine comment, share your videos, support you as much as I can. So that is the reason why I come here like Wednesdays and Saturdays. So please bear with me. I'm a bit late today, but please bear with me as we go along. So like I was saying, I said the second point I gave is when know when to say no. That is, say no when whatever is happening to you stops you from reaching your goals. So in the event of that lady who has been dating a guy for 15 years, without proposing, like the guy hasn't proposed, he hasn't, so she's waiting for that day that he would propose. So now, if she has a goal of getting married, a goal of having the family. Um, Hanging on tight to this guy for so long, in the next 5 years, it's going to be 20 years dating, no proposing, no kids, no. So if she has the goal of getting married and having a family, having her kids, and starting a life, a family life of her own, then that, in my opinion, is stopping her from reaching her goals, because it looks like the guy is not considering a future with her. That's what I think. So when something stops you from reaching your goals, when you're into something and it's stopping you from reaching your goals, man, it's time to take a hike. It's time to say no. So I also, I'm going to share something as well. I remember my second job, when I was a banker. I the point when I had to say no, I knew the point when I was literally done. I knew that point, and I think I shared it on one of my videos. We had this drive to open accounts. The drive was just crazy. It was like the bank wanted to take over the entire nation. Like they were giving the staff the targets to like open accounts for everybody and anybody. Anyways, we had overwhelming targets. So at the time I was opening accounts, I was a PBO, and I had to open accounts. And do you believe I opened accounts from Friday till Sunday? I didn't go home. I didn't go home. And my boss had the guts to tell me she's not satisfied. That was the point for me. That was it. That was the breaking point for me. You know, that point I realized there's nothing I would do. There's nothing. I had not gone home for 2 nights. And you're still telling me that's all I do. Wake up in the morning, come to the bank, and then start opening accounts till like 10 p.m. In fact, on one of those occasions, I went home at 12 midnight, which was not safe for me as a lady. Because I was about to get married then. Yeah, I wasn't married then, but it was like few months to our wedding. I knew that kind of life was just not sustainable for me. And I knew it was time to say no. The support is much appreciated. I like the balance of it when we are giving each other time. I had to take a hike from these people who said they will watch and engage, but only took my time. Oh, blind guy, his wife, their life. I understand exactly what you said, exactly what you're saying. You have my support, and I'll send you an email. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow. I will send you an email. Thank you. And thank you for having me on your show, Blind Guy, His Wife, and Their Life. Thank you so much. It was such an iconic moment for me. Thank you. My mom loved every bit of it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the honor, the privilege to be on your show, Blind Guy. Please follow Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life. Check out his channel. I am sure you have loads and loads of stuff to gain from his channel. Yeah, it's a husband and wife channel. Beautiful, beautiful couple. You don't want to miss out on their content. Yes, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. So yeah, it is well in this life, what you give comes back to you. Absolutely. So I knew I was working like my life depended on it. But unfortunately, my bosses were not seeing it now. It was like they were just seeing a time machine. They were just seeing somebody that was, I don't know. That's why I keep saying operations is never for me. I am not an operations person. Don't even think about it. Somebody that just works and works and works, and even the I don't want to think about it. It's exhausting on its own. Then another way by which you know that you know when to say no is when you feel violated. When you feel violated, when maybe somebody approaches you for the first time and asks for something really ridiculously rude, and you feel violated by that, then it's time to say no. Don't wait. No need. Don't even try to sugarcoat it or try to be kind or nice. No, this person wasn't nice when they were thinking about about whatever it is they conceived about you. So please, it is time to say no when you feel violated. Yes, when you feel violated, or when or when somebody makes you feel less. Raden Panji, thank you for always joining me on my live stream. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, if you thanks to the cake for the baby's birthday. Oh, food. Oh, awesome. So another way by which you would know that it's time to say no is when it makes you feel less than who you are. When you start feeling like you're an inferior person, when you start feeling inferior, or you start feeling out of place, or you start feeling less than who you are, then it's time to take a stand and say no. Yes. So if you're in a situation, regardless of whatever it is, if you start feeling like a second class citizen, or you start feeling like you don't matter, then it's time to take a stand and say no to it. And I'm also going to share outside of this, I'm going to share some certain things that you need to say no to, and please don't take it personal. It's just an advice, you know for people who are drug addicts, people who are drug addicts, people who are alcoholics. I never knew what the real term of alcoholic means until I came to the United States, and I saw how people actually become homeless, based off of just taking alcohol. Awesome. Collins Food Court, really? I think I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video. Collins Food Court. I'm gonna make a video. Raden Panji, please check out his channel. Yes, check out his channel. So he's such a very supportive human being. Thank you very much, Raden. So for people, I've seen people that they become homeless, based off of drinking alcohol, drinking something. You see, when something starts to control you, when you are no longer in control, you know what I mean? Like when you don't have a say, pretty much. That thing now controls you and moves you this way, moves you that way. Then it's time to say no. It's time to ask yourself, is it about food? For some people, it's just food. They eat to the point that they blow up, and they start having like heart problems, before the age of 30. Yeah, so there's some people that don't know when to say no when it comes to food. These people, whether at parties, at home, in functions, they eat everything and anything, knowing fully well that this thing is not good for me, or I have reached my limits. I should stop taking this thing. Yes, I'm on IG, and my name on IG is Chassis Everything. So just send me a DM, Chassis. You will find the link in the description of one of my videos. Let me type it here on Instagram. So you should know when to say no, you know. So really, when the thing begins to control you, when you're no longer in control, say for people that take hard drugs, I'm sorry, I've never been in that kind of situation before, but I can never understand. I can never understand how somebody would be taking drugs into the system and get addicted to the point where it just turns them to another creature. Like they start looking like like zombies. Honestly, this thing is real. It's real because I've seen a lot of videos on people how they started, how it started, depleting their health, and in a matter of months, not even years, they have changed completely. They are dilapidated human beings. They are already looking like corpses, like ghosts, like skeletons. Like there's no skin. It's just very horrible. So when to say no. Sometimes you don't even allow it to get to you before you say no. Take for instance, when somebody lures you or serves you drugs, maybe you go for an event or a party or something, and they give you, say no before it even gets to you. Don't even try it. Don't even attempt it. There's no point. Because sometimes on the first try, people get hooked on. That's what I heard. And people get hooked on it. Drugs. Eating. For people who don't know when to say no, and then this thing starts to, it starts to deplete their health, and that's when you find people that are already weighing over 400 pounds. You must have seen the show 400 pounds life, my 400 pounds life, and then they want to get under the knife. The doctor is saying you need to shed at least 150 pounds before we can schedule a surgery for you, and then it's really hard for them to stop eating. And the funny thing is, you see them eating, they will not drink water. They will not drink water. These people will live on soda, on cans. Oh my goodness, they will keep eating pizza. They don't know when to say no. It's not as if the pizza gone is very nice, but they are already hooked on it, and these are unhealthy foods. Trust me. You see, when you start thinking about the effect that something has on you, if it's going to be having a positive effect on you, I think you should develop, likeness, natural love for that thing. Take for instance, I always talk about broccoli a lot these days. I don't joke with broccoli because I know the effects. I know what it does for me. It helps with good bowel movements. That's the truth. If there's something that oh, this thing is really beneficial for me, especially when it comes to eating right. When you eat right when you're young, your body's gonna thank you when you're much older. Your body's gonna thank you later. So I mean, who do you aspire to be like? I mean, do you have I don't want to say a role model, but have you seen some people who blossom even in old age? You must have seen Angela Bassett. She's over 60 and she looks like she's in her 20s. This is the effect of eating good. Eating good and feeding your body with the right content, right for investing in your body in the right foods. So when you invest in your body, by eating the right kind of food, your body's going to thank you much later in life. And I also want to talk about exercising to work out. Okay, blind guy, his wife, their life. He said in the States, so many people depend on drugs. Every doctor's visit provides a pill, and even sugar and cheese are considered drugs. Wow, due to the hormonal effects, it is sad. We have to say no. Ooh. Collins Food Court, I'm really gonna check you out. Yeah, we need to talk. We need to talk. If you're battling with consistency, I can help you out. Yes, I can help you out. It's really sad. Blind guy, his wife, their life. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's crazy, but if you want to live long, why not invest, in the right things for your body? Why not exercise? Yeah, why not exercise instead of going for a surgery to add some bum bum. I see a lot of girls going for this BBL, Brazilian butt lifts, going for this one, trying to look. Unfortunately, these things have no end. Unfortunately, these things, they the doctors will schedule your first surgery, but they won't tell you have to come back in the next 3 months to get it fixed, to get it patched, to get it maintained. And then you go again, and then after that one, you have to go again. You have to keep going again. You have to, So why not eat healthy and start exercising? It might take a long time, a longer period, but of course you will get there. You get it naturally with no side effects. I haven't seen where exercise has hurt some, like has been detrimental to somebody's health. As long as you're not overdoing it, you're not over pushing, or you have to start gradually. You can't just go straight to weightlifting in one day. No, you have to start gradually. Start with the low. That's why when you want to start your workout, you start with the low intensity workout, and then you can move to the high intensity workout, and then you end it again with the low intensity workout. Because I remember I used to go for Zumba classes back when I was in San Jose, and we would start with low intensity, move to the high intensity, and then we end it with the low intensity workout. So please, and please choose something that serves you and say no to whatever doesn't serve you. Another way by which you should know that you ought to say no is when you feel cheated. So say, for instance, you are a business owner and somebody comes to you and they say, "Ah, why should you charge this price? Why should you?" Please feel free to leave your door open 247. You are free to walk out anytime. I don't say yes to anybody and everybody. I don't. Not everybody is my client. And I always try to make it clear to people. Not everybody. Yes, I'm a YouTube coach. I'm also a fashion designer. When you come to me and you say, "I want to make this hot, top-notch outfits," and I say, "Okay, this is my pricing," and you say, "Oh, that's so much," I say, "Oh, please, this is the way out. Thank you so much. I'm not going to spend my time, my energy." I am I am a fashion designer with an MBA. Get that straight first and foremost before we continue, before we start to talk, before we start to discuss. I'm not proud in here. I'm just, stating the facts. So when you feel cheated, trust me, it is time to say no. It is better to say no and be happy, satisfied with yourself, than to say yes and blame yourself much later. Blind guy, his wife, their life. He said, I mentioned the sugar. Hmm. I mentioned the sugar and cheese because there are documentaries that discuss the food dilemma of sugar and cheese. Don't take my word for it. The movies are on YouTube. Sugar and cheese. Wow. Wow. Thankfully, we've never been sugar people. Sugar, cheese. It's appalling, really. And I hope people would take heed, they would take cautions, to things that are not serving them, health wise, physically, mentally, emotionally. You should be in charge of everything that happens to you. You should be in charge of every situation that you find yourself in. And another way is by which you should know that, by which you should know when to say no, is when that thing is not serving you. And I hope that saying no is part of self care. Yes, it is part of self care. When you say no, you have said no to nonsense, you have said no to ill treatment, you have said no to insults, you have said no to something, to everything that is not serving you. Yes. And I hope that with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that saying no it's going to be a plus, will serve you would be at a will give you a good advantage in the short run and even in the long run. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I want to try and make it under 30 minutes or just at 30 minutes. So, people who are playing, who are watching the replay can also take part, can catch up with it. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you again on Saturday, God willing. So if you're watching the replay, please just leave leave hashtag replay, yes, while you're watching this video, and also feel free to leave your comments as well. Yes, yeah. So blind guy, his wife, their life said, we are saying no to environmental things that are not serving us. I am agreeing from what you are saying. Awesome. Rachel Smith, 9 to 5 freedom. Hi there, it's Rachel here. Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me. Apparently, I am done with today's session. It's meant to be 30 minutes. I want to keep it at just 30 minutes. So hopefully I'll see you again on Saturday because I usually come live on Saturdays and Wednesdays. Thank you so much. Hey, Jenny's sweet home. Hi, Miriam. Hello. I'll visit your home and I'll be more than happy to support your channel, watch your videos, and leave comments, the genuine comments, subscribe to your channel, and of course, share your videos. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on Saturday, God willing. God bless you. Thank you so much, blind guy, his wife, their life. Thank you. God bless you. And to everyone else that joined me today, thank you. Okay.